Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Welcome to the Tiger Den as the Bluffton Tigers get set to take on their cross-county rivals, the Norwell Knights. The place is packed, the parking lot is full, but we have all managed to bring this ball game to you tonight. I am happily joined by Marcus Morgan, and on the camera tonight, the professional has joined us again, Dalton Craig, running the camera. Tigers right now looking for the hat trick, Marcus.
Yes.
The freshmen get it done, the JV get it done. Can the varsity get it done? And they'll have to overcome the skeletons of some past years where the Knights have kept these Tigers in check. Knights come into this game 3-3, Tigers 2-4. But if we look at the past several years, last year it was a 43-25 Norwell win. The year before that, it was a 50-40 Norwell win. The year before that, it was a 60-40 Norwell win. The year before that, 50-34 Norwell win. Back in 2012, 2013, an 80-46 Norwell win.
Wow.
You got to go all the way back to 2011, 2012, when the Tigers knocked off the Knights by one, 46-45. Tigers hoping to get it done here tonight.
And Scott, I think they have a good chance to get it done. Their 2-game winning streak. I know we both did the Southern Wells game, and the way they played together and just put a good game together, they have a good chance here tonight. And like we talked about earlier, they won against Garrett on the road, and I think those were 2 huge wins for them. And I know Coach in the Southern Wells post-game show kind of talked about this is the first game that we played all 40 minutes of the game and together, and we kind of executed. He talked about them kind of executing the plan that they had going into the game, and I think that's all good things for this upcoming game.
And momentum can mean a lot.
Yes.
Norwell comes in 3-3. They won their first 2 games at Concordia and at Adams Central. Then they dropped 2 at Mississinawa against Wenger. They picked up a win against Eastbrook, and they fell to DeKalb by 1, 48-47. Knights will head into the Columbia City Huntington tournament next week. Tigers next week will be at Winchester. And again, as Marcus talked about, they've got back-to-back wins, 63-47 at Southern Wells, 46-42 at Garrett. But Tigers dropped their first 4 at Blackford. Home against South Adams, at Delta, home against Monroe Central. But you get the sense that Coach Benedict finally has his team all on the same page and working together, and they're going to need that tonight.
I agree.
To get by the Knights. Knights are going to come into this game with a little bit of height. Brandon Nicholson will come in at 6'7", one of the seniors. So Tigers is seemingly always having to contend with some big on the floor. Usually that assignment goes to Everett Johnson.
Yes.
So Everett's got 6'7" to work with tonight. See how he handles that.
And I think a lot of things that Everett does best whenever he's working with a bigger opponent is he pushes them farther away from the basket. He doesn't let them set up closer to the basket. And I think with his lower body strength and his strength in general, he can do that tonight and make them take a tough shot farther away from the basket. And I'm excited to see how he defends that tonight.
And what is so great about Everett Johnson is not only will he have to probably face up against a 6'7" big, But we saw him out there against Israel Nash from Monroe Central.
So, yes.
Of the smallest guard on the floor, exactly. The quickest guard on the floor.
Yes.
And there's Ever Johnson out there going toe-to-toe with him.
He can do a little bit of everything on the court. As you can see, offensively, I think he's played very well. He offensive rebounds give the Tigers second chance, and, he makes a lot of those close shots that the Tigers need. And he comes up big for the Tigers, and he's one of their best players.
Coach Michael McBride in his second year at Norwell, he's 17-13 with the Knights. He's 136 and 160 in the 14 years of head coaching. Coach Benedict 7-22 in his second year at Bluffton. Coach Benedict notched his 379th win in 26 years of head coaching experience.
That's awesome.
Norwell comes in with a staggering rating of 63.4. They are 62nd in Class 3A. Bluffton comes in at 54.3. They're 77th in Class 2A. Last outing, Norwell lost to DeKalb by 1, 48-47. Bluffton defeated Garrett 46-42. Strength of schedule looks like this. Norwell's opponents are 17-20. Bluffton's opponents are 23-21. Over the last 30 years, all right, here's a test for you, Marcus. Last 30
years, wow.
What do you think the record in this series is?
First off, that's a lot of games in the last 30 years, so I got to figure that out. Wow.
I'll give you a hint. It's about 30.
It's about 30. So I'm going to say, give me a number, like a win. How many?
I'm not giving you anything. Last 30 years. Come on.
Last 30 years?
Step it up.
Let's go with, I don't know. I don't know.
You don't get penalized for being wrong.
I don't know. 15? I don't know. I'm afraid to pick a number. What do we got here?
He's afraid to pick a number. Norwell 19 wins, Bluffton 12.
Wow. I was going to say 15 for Norwell.
Well, that would have been respectable.
Yeah, that would be.
But you didn't even offer it up.
I was afraid to pick a number.
Am I that intimidating?
Yeah, I was afraid to pick a number.
Last meeting was Norwell 43-25. Prediction, according to Sagarin tonight, Knights by 8, 55-47. We got the pep band going tonight. Packed house here at the Tiger Den.
Yes.
We're going to take a quick break and come back with some more of your pregame show here on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Do you know a 7th grader looking for a fun place to spend time with friends? Are you looking for an environment where your teen is surrounded by positive role models? These days, your middle school student is probably very interactive, but is he or she active? 7th grade is a time when sports become more competitive and provide less opportunity for the average child to be involved in physical activity. The YMCA wants to emphasize the value of a healthy lifestyle by offering a free Y membership to every 7th grader in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. It's the wise way of giving back to this community. Students thrive in a safe environment where they can grow in spirit, mind, and body. Get to your local Y and sign your 7th grader up for a free Y membership. It's that simple. Offer good for every 7th grader residing in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. For more information, stop by your local Y or visit fwymca.org or email hereforyou@fwymca.org.
Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice in Northern Indiana. Just like filling a medication prescription from your doctors, you have the right to choose who provides your physical therapy, and IPT accepts all insurance coverage. With extended hours, we are open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and offer same-day appointments. We have 17 conveniently located clinics with 7 in Fort Wayne and 1 each in Angola, Auburn, Bluffton, Columbia City, Goshen, Huntington, Kendallville, New Haven, and Warsaw. Contact Indiana Physical Therapy to start your therapy today. We will get you back to work, play, and life. Celebrating 29 years in business, Indiana Physical Therapy is your choice for physical therapy. Call 260-209-2464 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Hey, I want to give a shout out. I know he's not listening because he's here, but I want to give a shout out anyway. Coach Bill Lysing is here. And we had a little bit of chat before the game, and he talked about he was listening to all the Bluffton football games and talked about how he missed not being around Coach Kunkel and being part of the football coaching staff. And again, I want to give a shout out to Coach Leising. He always came up and talked to us after the game while his dad was talking to one of the other media outlets, and then he would leave, and his dad would come over and talk to us. And I miss Bill. He's a great guy, and but he made a point to say he could really feel how Coach Kunkel has really made a difference in that football program. And Marcus, I know you've talked about that a lot. You've seen that, you've felt that, and it's good to see Coach here. And we're hoping he gets back in the area sometime, and we see him back out.
And he's a big part of what Tiger football is and what it was, and so he's a very big part of that. He's a great coach and a great guy. I know that from experience, and I know he's one of those guys that'll do anything for anybody. So, yes, good shout-out to Coach Leising.
So, hope to see him soon again. And let's quickly bring you the starting fives here. For the Norwell Knights, wearing number 12 tonight is a 6'2" senior, Luke Zedis. Wearing number 5, a 6'4" sophomore, number 5, Will Geiger. Wearing number 22, a 6'2" senior, a 6'1" sophomore, Connor Torson. Wearing number 1, a 5'8" junior, Levi Leidig. And wearing number 40, a 6'7" senior, Brandon Nicholson. So Zedis, Geiger, Torson, Leidig, and Nicholson are your starters for the Norwell Knights. For the Bluffton Tigers, the same starting five we've seen all year. Wearing number 2, a 5'11" senior guard, Evan Bumgardner. Wearing number 3, a 6'3" senior forward, Max Coral. Wearing number 12, a 5'10" junior guard, Jonathan Irwin. Wearing number 22, a 6'2" senior forward, Riley Johnston. And wearing number 34, a 6-foot junior forward, Everett Johnson. Those are your starters. Now the PA announcer will bring them to you as well. So again, it's Zedis, Geiger, Torson, Leidig, and Nicholson. Now the lights will dim, and the Bluffton crowd will bring you the Tiger starters. And again, there are your Tiger starters: Bumgardner, Coral, Irwin, Johnston, and Johnson. Nicely done. It's always nice to get a live rendition of the national anthem. So just about ready to get this ball game underway. Tigers taking on the Knights here live from the Tiger Den. Scott Metzer, Marcus Morgan on the call. Dalton Craig, a.k.a. the professional, on the camera.
Hey, and I just want to say I want to add something to my resume here, keeping stats, the turnovers and rebounds, so we can just add that to the resume.
That's right. Marcus Morgan, it now gets statistician added to his resume. Nicholson and Coral will jump it up. And a very quick bucket by Geiger. And before you know it, the Knights off with a big 2-0 lead.
I actually don't even think the ball touched the ground. They kind of tipped it in position and got a lay in there.
That was pretty impressive.
Yes.
Bumgarner handles for the Tigers to Coral. They'll dump it down to Johnson. He'll get double teamed on the post, back outside the Coral.
Nice start.
And nails the three ball.
That's the inside-out game, Scott. Get it inside, kick it back out to a wide-open jumper. There it was.
Max Coral hits the three. Tigers up by 1 early here in the first. Oh, Geiger gets in the paint, lays it in.
Nice tough finish.
Geiger with all 4 Norwell points, 4-3 the Knights. Under 7 to go here in the first. Coral pushes it over to Irwin. He'll fire a 3, a little bit long, no good. Rebound Nicholson. Torson will cross the timeline at 6:40. Zedis in front of the Tiger bench. Bumgarner on him. Geiger up top. Torson. Leidig hands it off to Geiger. Geiger
Nice
backs aside, a block by Everett Johnson. And Bumgarner drive it into the paint, has it knocked away. And Zedis will lose it on the end line.
The best thing I see so far from the Tigers, Norwell's playing great, but the best thing I see from the Tigers is they're pushing the action. You see Everett gets the ball, Everett gets the rebound, gets it out to Evan, and he's pushing the ball down the floor, so that's good for the Tigers.
Riley Johnston handles. 6:16 to go here in the first.
Oh.
And a steal. Leidig misses the layup.
Wow.
A little bit of nerves, probably.
Yes, I agree. This is a packed stadium here. Ooh, nice move.
Irwin. Coral to Johnston to Bumgarner. Back over to Max. Bumgarner foot inside the top circle. 5:41 to go here in the first. 4-3 Knights. Everett Johnson. They go down low, then back outside, up top for Johnson. Johnson tries to penetrate the paint, but he travels. And the Tigers will turn it over. Geiger will inbound. Torson in the backcourt with him. Nicholson to Leidig. Zedis up top. Leidig goes cross court to Torson. Might slow it down here a little bit. Nicholson. Leidig fires the 3.
Oh.
Way long. Zedis with the rebound, back up top to Torson. 4:48 to go here in the first. Leidig with a little floater inside. That's a nice looking shot.
Yes.
6-3 Knights.
Coach going to the bench early with Gavin.
Gavin had a nice game against Southern Wells.
Yes. His intensity, the way he played, he kind of set the mood and kind of gave the Tigers some emotion that game.
Irwin fires a three. It's long. King in for Riley Johnston. 4:09 to go, 6-3 Knights. Max Coral with the bucket, 3-point bucket for the Tigers. Geiger was with 4, Leidig with 2. Torsen handles. Geiger. We're going to get a Norwell foul. First foul of the game. Geiger draws the foul. Gardner picks up his dribble up high, finds Irwin into the corner. Coral drives. All kind of Knights collapse on him. Outside three again by Irwin.
That's
rims
great
out.
ball moving by the Tigers.
Jonathan has missed 3 from that same spot. Nicholson travels. Those are good looks, but they're just not dropping.
Yes, I agree.
Packed house here at the Tiger Den.
Nice pass.
Outside three by Gavin King is long. So we've seen a lot of three-point attempts here early, Marcus.
Yes. Oh.
Nicholson misses on the inside. Coral gets clipped in the eye. Looks like he's okay. Under 3 to go here in the first. Coral looking for help, still looking. And over and back. Good defense by the Knights. Pretty low scoring first quarter so far, 6-3. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first. Torsen in front of the Tigers bench. They dump it down low. Geiger.
Oh.
Good strong move by Geiger. He's fouled on the play. Quentin Purdy gets up off the bench. Geiger to the line. Shooting 2. Gavin King picks up the foul, his first, team's first. And Geiger's got 5. Purdy in for Leidig.
And that's a pretty tough guard for Max. You saw right there that he spent baseline and kind of made the shot a little bit more difficult for himself, but he drew the foul. But Max has to take away baseline and make him and force him back into the defense and make the shot a little tougher than what it is.
King gets loose, has a short jumper, just rims out. Tigers' shots just can't fall right now. Purdy to Torsen. Zettis for 3. Rims out. King with the rebound. 1:47 to go. Tigers led 3-2 early. It's now 8-3. Only points coming from a 3 ball by Max Coral. Another 3 by Max.
Nice
Nailed it. Max Coral pulls the Tigers within 2. Coral with all 6 Tiger points right now. 8-6, 1:13 to go in the first. Purdy.
Nice finish.
10-6. 1 minute. 1 minute to go in the first. Coral for three again. No. Are you worried they're settling for a little too many threes here?
Yes, I am. I think they need to do what they did the first possession, get it inside first, and then look for the shot second.
Eisenhut in for Irwin. 10-6. 43 seconds left to go here in the first.
And Coach Benedict is going to his bench, wouldn't you say, particularly early?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah. Good help by Everett. It's good help.
You see how much length Everett is giving up.
But he fights and he always knows the right defensive spot to be in, and that's why he's able to defend bigger forwards than what he is.
Eisenhut on Torsen. Down to 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. 10-6 Knights. Bluffton led for a short period of time, 3-2. All 6 points for the Tigers coming from Max Coral on a couple of three balls. Ten seconds. Knights will try to close out the quarter. Geiger. Baseline
Nice
drive
block
and
by
Everett Johnson. Boy, I tell you what, that is really getting up.
Yes.
That's a big time defensive play right there.
Wow, nice block.
Geiger goes 6-4.
Good job by
And
Gavin.
nice job by Gavin King. And the prayer at the end of the buzzer is no good at the end of the first. 10-6 Norwell Knights. We'll be back after a couple of quick messages.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
10-6, we go to the second. Tigers will open up with the basketball here to start the second quarter. Marcus, it's really been the Tigers' defense so far that has kept them in this ball game here early.
I agree, and I think offensively we just need to keep executing. And like you said earlier, our shots just aren't falling. We're taking good ones. Our shots just aren't falling right now, but I think we're settling just a bit too much for the three. I would like to see Everett go right up with that.
Coral baseline looking for help. Eisenhut to Bumgardner.
Riley's looking to check back in here for the Tigers.
Another three is short. I think offensive rebounds are going to be hard to find tonight for the Tigers.
I agree.
Geiger at the elbow, a good pick by King. Loose ball on the floor, held ball. Jonathan Irwin getting set to check back
Yes.
in. Geiger again, turnaround from the elbow,
Good
short.
shot.
Boy, a lot of offense running through Geiger
Yes.
right now. Eisenhut in the corner. Finds Johnson, a good feed to Everett Johnson, no good. I think Everett hurried that a little bit.
Yes.
Not a lot of fouls here. Both teams with only one.
Some nice block shots by Everett Johnson.
Geiger again trying to feed Nicholson.
As Johnson takes it right in the chest but don't get the call. Good effort there.
Knights have doubled up the Tigers, 12-6. Johnson inside.
Great move.
Nice. He had 2 to 3 guys
Yes.
on him.
Couple pump fakes at the basket, got a good look. And I think the best thing about the Tigers, as we talked about in the Southern Wells game, is all 5 of the players can put the ball on the floor and get their own shot. And I think that's the best aspect of the Tigers as a whole.
.540 to go here in the second, 12-8 Irwin.
And Coach Benedict thought putting Evan on a bench versus Southern Wells and letting Irwin be the main ball handler, he thought that was very good for the team. And that's one thing that he's probably going to be expecting from him going further in the season.
Eisenhower with nice turnaround move in the paint.
Good job by Riley.
Doesn't drop. Leidig back on the floor, pushes the basketball.
Oh, nice move.
And Zetas loses the handle. Turnover Knights.
It's only the 3rd turnover by the Norwell Knights here.
So again, Irwin, as Marcus talked about, handling the basketball.
Yes. Coach Benedict was very
And
pleased with him last
Nice
couple weeks
steal
ago.
by Geiger. Takes it himself, draws the foul. And for the second time in the evening, Will Geiger will go to the line shooting 2. He's got 6. Max Coral with the foul. Geiger misses the front end. He'll get one more. Usually when we do this broadcast, we've got both broadcast teams here, but the Norwell girls are away tonight. So that broadcast crew is on the road at Warsaw.
Nah, it's not a good pass.
Bumgarner in for Eisenhut. Coach McBride, I think, has only gone to one guy on the bench so far.
Wow.
Yep, travel. Zetas took a step before he put the ball on the
Yes.
floor. (13-8). Baumgartner trying to get around Geiger and doesn't. And we're going to get a Tiger foul here. I think that's going to go on Everett. Tiger third foul. Norwell has committed just one. Geiger, top of the key. Coral on him. Leidig feeds it down to Nicholson.
Oh,
he got a little bit too far under the basket there. Coral looking for Everett Johnson. Johnson tried to get it down into the corner to Coral. It's going to be out of bounds off Norwell. Purdy, and for the first time tonight, number 42, Kyle Henshin, has checked in for Norwell.
Five second.
3:33 to go. 13-8. Are you surprised the scoring so low?
Oh, yes, I am. But it's still, for the Tigers, it's still in distance. So they're not in a bad position, but the Knights are just playing very well. So legal screen.
Goes against Henshin. On the floor for the Tigers, it's Bumgardner, Irwin, Johnson, Johnston, and Coral, their starting five.
And the crowd did not like that call there.
Well, half the crowd didn't like that call. There's enough Norwell fans here, it's hard to know what the home crowd sounds like and what the away crowd sounds like. Under 3 to go here in the second. Johnston going to get called with the charge.
A little out of control there.
Well, I think that's 3 possessions in a row, Marcus. We have not even gotten a shot off.
Yes.
King back on the floor. Torson will bring it up.
Great
and a
job.
steal by Bumgardner. And Evan has it stripped away. It'll stay with Bluffton. But a nice job defensively by Norwell. Getting a couple guys back and closing off that layup.
Oh.
Tigers almost turned it over again.
And you got to applaud the Norwell defense on these inbound plays. They're not giving any open looks, any passes. There it is.
They throw it up top to Everett. Johnson throws it away. Zedis. Another turnover by Bluffton. Leidig inside, blocked by King.
Gavin's very lengthy and can guard what I would say 1 through 4. Wouldn't you say, Scott?
Oh, I'd
he
say
has
so.
That length.
And a 3 ball by Levi Leidig. And the Knights have doubled them up again, 16-8. Right now, Bluffton's sitting at 2 points for the quarter.
And I'm struggling to find the real game plan for the Tigers. They look to be just dribbling around and trying to find an open man, not a real game plan. It doesn't look so far. And I think that's causing a lot of turnovers because
Hoop and the harm. Zedis with the bucket. Johnson with the foul. Timeout on the floor taken by the Tigers. 10-point Knight lead, 18-8. We'll be back.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of high school athletics. The Bowling Center in Bluffton has adult-youth double leagues with one adult and one youth per team, or two youth may make a team starting soon. The leagues are 10 weeks long and everyone plays every frame. With 22 lanes, there is plenty of excitement to go around. So stop by to practice or come relax with friends. And don't forget about Friday Fun. From 12 noon to 6 p.m., only $1 per game and 50-cent shoe rental in a smoke-free environment. The Bowling Center is located at 1231 South Main Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
18-8, 1:12 to go here in the second. Heading to the stripe to try to complete the three-point play is Luke Zedis. Trying to put Norwell up by 11. And does.
This would have been a nice time to be on the floor, Scott, to see what Coach Benedict would have said in that timeout. I'm curious. There's another turnover. Wow.
Another turnover, and Leidig's going to lay this in. And boy, you hate to see that, especially coming out of a timeout. 21-8. You know, we talked earlier that the Bluffton defense was keeping them in the game. The Norwell defense right now is starting to blow this game open.
I agree. Nice shot.
Everett Johnson along two over the outstretched arms.
Good two-man game
of
there.
Nicholson. (21-10). Geiger at 14, Leidig at 10. Norwell with another chance to close out the quarter. This time they're up by 11. Zedis drives, and that will be the end of the first half. A great quarter for the Norwell Knights.
I agree.
And they will walk into the locker room up by 11. 21-10 here at halftime. We're going to take a break. Thank a few more sponsors. Be right back with some halftime stats.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop is so much more than a hardware store. They have a newly expanded housewares department. They carry Melissa and Doug toys, Yankee candles, and Willow Tree collectibles. Think of Reed's Gift Shop year-round for baby gifts, birthday, anniversary, showers, and for those everyday items you need to pick up. Men, you can get your hardware supplies and a gift for the woman in your life all in one stop. Reed's Do It Best Hardware and Gift Shop, open 7 days a week on Highway 1 North in Bluffton. We appreciate your business. This is Jane and Dan from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton, wishing you the very best this holiday season.
This Christmas, we invite you to make Daniel's Jewelers your store for that perfect gift for your special loved one.
Whether you are looking for a classic diamond pendant or earrings, a vibrant colored gemstone, or the always popular Stelex jewelry, Daniel's Jewelers has a great selection to make her Christmas wish come true.
From stackable rings and bracelets, Citizen Echo Drive watches for him and her, or guys, if it's time to pop the question, choose a diamond from Daniel's Jewelers that will be perfect for her.
Daniel's Jewelers is a one-stop shop for all things sparkly. Choose 12 months, no interest financing. Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton on State Road 1, north of Lowe's. Holiday hours Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 7, Saturday 9:30 to 5, and Christmas Eve, noon to 4.
And they bring the ball down across the timeline. Wingman is open. He dribbles around, finds an open man in the corner, jumps, shoots, scores. Hi, Tim Steffen Financial Group. Wish your retirement was as easy as jump, shoot, score? Come to see us at our office at 110 West Cherry Street, or call us please at 824-8175. Let us work for you to reach your financial goals. Jump, shoot, score. Let us help you with that. Steffen Financial Group, 824-8175, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Securities offered through Thurston Springer Financial, member FINRA and SIPC. Some insurance products also offered through Thurston Springer. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Steffen Financial Group is independent of Thurston Springer.
Are you looking for a job or know of someone who is? Peyton's Northern, a Kroger company, is now hiring. At Peyton's, you'll get a job with career advancement opportunities, employee discounts, tuition reimbursement, and educational assistance. A successful applicant will need to be 18 years of age, have the ability to work weekends, holidays, and overtime, can operate motorized equipment, complete strength and endurance testing, pass a pre-employment and background screens, work 10-hour shifts, and lift 55 pounds. At Peyton's, we offer matching 401k retirement savings, paid incentive days, personal and vacation days, and you'll receive Kroger benefits after 60 days. All qualified applicants are encouraged to apply for this opportunity online at jobs.kroger.com. Click on Logistics and Distribution Jobs and search for Bluffton. For questions, call Peyton Staffing Center at 260-827-2108 or 2109. That's jobs.kroger.com. 260-827-2108. Peyton's Northern, now hiring.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. We are at halftime here at the Norwell Bluffton Tigers basketball game. The Bluffton cheerleaders putting on a nice show for the crowd.
Yes.
And let's get you some halftime stats.
Awesome.
For the away team tonight, up by 11, the Norwell Knights. The numbers look like this. Brandon Nicholson with 2. Quentin Purdy with 2. Luke Zetis with 3. Will Geiger with 7, 6 in the first, 1 in the second. He's 3 for 4 from the line. And Levi Ledig with 7. A bucket in the first, a 3-ball, and a field goal in the second. Norwell put up 10 in the first, 11 in the second, 21 at half. For the Tigers, Everett Johnson with 4 all in the second. Max Coral with 6 all in the first. Tigers 6 in the first, 4 in the second. And Marcus, I think if you were to ask Coach Benedict before this game, hey, you've held Norwell to 21 points at halftime, he's probably thinking we're having a pretty good night.
I agree.
But right now he's staring down an 11-point deficit, and his Tigers have failed to hit double digits in either the first or the second quarter. And only 2 guys in the book right now, Max Coral and Everett Johnson.
And like I said earlier, I could not figure out, and I don't know if you saw anything, but I could not figure out the actual offensive scheme this game. I just saw a lot of, driving and kicking and kind of like non-motiony, if that makes any sense, but I could not see it, and that's why I think that Tigers sit at 11 turnovers and Norwell only sits at 7. And I think that's the significant point in this game is the turnover and us being able to control the ball and, make that open pass. And I know in the first quarter in the first half we missed a lot of shots. And, isn't a bad thing because we took good shots, but we just didn't make them. And I think that's why our score is so low. But defensively, we can't get any stops and turnovers aren't helping.
Although, Marcus, there was a stretch where Bluffton didn't get any shots off.
I agree, yep.
It was just turnover after turnover after turnover. And that probably consumed a good 4 minutes of that second quarter.
Definitely.
So not only have they limited themselves to a lot of outside three-point shots that haven't fallen, there was just a whole stretch there where the Knights didn't even allow them to get a shot off.
And that's a waste of possession. So when you do that, you can't win a game. That's why they're staring at 11-point deficit here.
And right now, one thing about this team all year is there really hasn't been kind of a go-to offensive guy.
I agree.
When you look at the past seasons, there's always been kind of that one guy. Last year, it was Mitchell Kuhlenbeck. Mitchell was the guy where you need to put some points up. You got the ball in his hand. And right now, this team, I just don't know who do you want the ball to be in whose hand when you need buckets? Right? Who is that guy?
I would have to call on one of those three seniors between Evan, Bumgarner, Max, or Riley Johnson. I think all those guys are capable of getting their own shots and getting a bucket. And they've been around long enough to know how to do that and know how to get each other or execute a possession. I would have to call on one of those three guys. I think it's very important to establish leadership. And I think last year we talked about Mitchell Kuhlenbeck, and he was the leader of the team. He was the only senior, I believe, and he has stretches of unbelievable games where I think the first game he scored like 30 points.
And he had that mentality of, okay, I've got to be the guy.
Exactly,
right?
yep.
Put the ball in my hands. I'm going to go try to get it done. And, in years past, it might have been a grand dribble, right? And you could just kind of walk down through the years, and there's always been that guy, which was, all right, we're down by 11. Somebody's got to pick us up. I'm going to be the guy. And right now, I just don't know who that is.
Exactly. So do you think it's between the coach's perspective of not establishing the leader, or is it between those three seniors saying, hey, Riley, you take, this game and you lead us to victory, or Max or Evan? I think it has to be a collective between those three players and say, hey, we know what we're doing and we're going to execute it this way. You just don't see that. You don't see the leadership.
At some point, somebody on the floor has got to pick that up.
I agree, yep.
And I think there's talent out there. There's guys who got plenty of heart. But right now I just haven't seen that. And sometimes that can yield into great team play, but at some point there's got to be kind of this emotional leader out there.
And I think in the Southern Wells game we kind of saw that. I think we saw a bunch of guys, kind of step up to the plate. You saw Gavin King come off the bench and kind of be that emotional leader. And you saw Max kind of take over, and Evan and all those guys. So I think if they play as a collective group, they can, change the second half into a better one. Nice back cut by Max. There you go. There you go. That's a good start.
Coro with a quick bucket to open up the third. It's down to 9. See if the Tigers can put up a run. Outside three is short. Bluffton basketball. They can trim the deficit here again. Starting 5 out on the floor for the Tigers. Bumgarner over to Irwin. Johnson hands off to Bumgarner. Bumgarner. Coral, they drop it down low to Johnson. Everett goes back up top. Swinging around. Wide open shot for Riley Johnston. Short.
Good ball movement.
And Lighting will push. Zettis dumps it down low to Nicholson. He'll get double teamed. The ball rims out. And the Tigers turn the Knights away. 1 minute into the third. 21-12. Tigers looking for some momentum.
Nice drive. Oh, you got to go up with that shot, Scott.
And ball bouncing around. It's going to belong to Bluffton.
Yep, that's the shot that Evan, I would like to see Evan take that little, running floater right there in the middle, because you get there and you kind of like not really helping the team if you don't take that shot there.
And kick ball here, should keep it with Bluffton. (21-12). Baumgartner across the timeline. Well, swinging around to Irwin. Baumgartner outside Johnston. Tiger guards yet to get on the board tonight. Everything from Max Coral and Everett Johnson.
Oh.
Levi Leidig with the foul. Max little floater on baseline just rims out. Baumgartner on Torsen. Leidig. Nicholson. Zetis. Geiger. Geiger at the elbow, looking down low. Nice feed. Tigers double. Back to Geiger, and we're going to get a foul inside against Bluffton. Coral picks up his second. Both teams with one foul here in the second half, and Norwell is going to lose it. 21-12. 5:22 to go in the third.
Nice
outside
pass.
The Coral, short. And a travel. You think at some point Evans got to take that to the hole?
I agree, yep. A lot of things, I think Evan kind of shies away from taking any type of shot because he's not very confident in it, but I think he's a very good driver at the rim, and I think he needs to consistently do that to disrupt the defense in order to get, like he just did the last play, get a wide open shot for Max. But I would like him to try to find his shot and try to take a floater or something easy at the basket.
I mean, not that that wasn't a good find.
Yes,
Riley
exactly.
was open. It was a good open shot and a steal by Zetis. He's fouled on the way. Foul will be on the floor on Evan. His first, team's second. Irwin and Johnston sit down. King and Eisenhut on the floor. And another whistle. And Max is going to pick up his third. And I don't think the Tigers can afford to have Max off the floor very much. Get it to Nicholson. And nicely done. Nicholson with 4. 23-12 Knights.
Nice pass.
King for 3. Got it, Gavin King.
He has such a nice shot. That's a great find by Everett Johnson. And that's when we talk about all 5 of our guys can put the ball on the floor and find a basket for either themselves or each other. And that's huge for Everett Johnson to be able to do that in the Tigers team. So
23-15, 8-point lead. Geiger is going to be called with the charge.
Nice
Everett
job,
Johnson
yes.
drawing the charge call. Going to be Geiger's second.
He's doing it defensively and offensively.
So Max is going to check out with 3 fouls. Cole McConnell will check in. And McConnell is going to draw the assignment of Geiger, it looks like.
And offensively, I wouldn't shy away from getting him the ball in the inside as well. Gavin
King
lines
for
it back
another
up.
3, short. Well, I'm interested to see this matchup of Geiger against McConnell.
Yes.
Geiger's going to drive on him, and Cole's going to pick up a quick foul.
It's good to see that the Norwell's varsity coach isn't nearly as emotional as the JV coach was on every call, so made for a good show.
Geiger in the corner. Johnson now on him. Little pull up in the paint, no good.
Nice rebound.
And Johnson has his shot blocked by Nicholson. Oh, and Everett is down.
Gosh, could that be the same ankle from Southern Wells?
Well, I don't know. Riley Johnson's going to check in, and Everett's going to go off with the trainer. And well, we hope to see Everett Johnson back on the floor quickly. .240 left in the third, 23-15. Eisenhut for 3, long. Geiger up top. This is Purdy baseline drive. Purdy's got 4. Timeout Tigers. We'll take a break and be right back.
Every team knows that the three-point play can be a winning move. That's why State Farm and me, Kevin Beatty, and my team are here to help you go for 3 by combining your home, auto, and life insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go for the win and score savings by combining your home, auto, and life. It's just another way we're here to help things go right. So call me, State Farm Agent Kevin Beatty, at 824-1928 or in Bern at 589-2077.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
2:09 left, 25-15, Bluffton down by 10. And Torsen with the foul. I think the Tigers got a little bit of a break there.
Yes.
2 minutes to go here in the third. They get it to McConnell, turnaround, no, gets his own rebound, back up with it, blocked, but he's fouled.
Good job.
Tell you what, that was a pretty good effort by Cole.
And the thing I thought was best about that whole play that he made is when he caught the ball in the post, he never took a dribble.
Yep.
He just turned face
up and put it up.
And he got his own rebound.
And he got his own rebound,
Great job.
absolutely.
And I think he is this close. I think he's very close to definitely being an impact player next year for this team.
Makes 1 of 2. Geiger in the corner. Torson. Zettis to Purdy. 1:30 to go here in the third. 25-16, 9-point Norwell lead. Boy, you get the sense that Norwell is just willing to slow this thing down.
I agree. And we've, nice, great job by Evan. And we dropped back into a zone, and we're kind of trying to play them aggressively to get back into this game. But like you said, they're willing to take their time and kind of move the ball around to find the best shot. And it's a good strategy there.
Purdy, baseline drive, Geiger. Boy, he's going to step on the end line, turn it over. Bumgarner will cross the timeline. Purdy on him. Under a minute to go here in the third. Evan picks up his dribble, finds McConnell. McConnell with a nice move.
Right there. There's the shot right there. He was patient.
Yeah, that, I tell you what, Cole has shown some pretty mature play these last couple plays.
Very much capable of that. Great effort. Nice pass. They swing it around. I don't know about that, Scott.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
I don't know about that one. Tell you what, Evans' defensive effort the end of this third quarter has been very inspiring for the Tigers.
They get it inside to Nicholson. He's got 6.
And I think Cole's problem there was he needs to be between his man and the basket and not behind his man. He made that shot just a little bit too easy for his man there.
And at the end of the third, 27-18 Knights. We'll be back.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sport, or auto accident, or just keep suffering from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension? Corrective Chiropractic can help.
I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic, serving Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding area to help you feel and function better. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza, Bluffton, Indiana.
Welcome back, 27-18. We head to the fourth. Tigers down by 9, certainly within striking distance. Norwell should open up with the basketball. They do. And here we go. 8 minutes left in the contest, 27-18, Norwell Knights.
I think the Tigers have plenty of time to get some stops and get back into this game here.
Tigers held Norwell to 6 points in that third.
Nice start.
Good defensive effort by Bluffton. Irwin will push it up to Gavin King.
And coach opts to stay with Cole McConnell there at the big position. Start the fourth.
McConnell, short
nice
jumper.
shot.
Nicely done. Cole McConnell off the bench with 5. 27-20. We have not seen Everett Johnson is back on the bench. Good to see him out there.
I think once you have a tweaked ankle, it's always going to bother you. So a little ice on there, I'm sure.
Boy, Cole McConnell has come off the bench and given the Tigers some life here. Geiger inside, just doesn't get it to drop, and looks like we're going to get a Tiger foul here. Cole's kind of asking, I'm not sure what I did.
Yeah, I'm not sure he was that close to the ball to make that foul, but
Geiger to the line. Will's got 7. 6 of them were in the first quarter. Did not score in the third. Third trip to the line. He's now 3 for 5 from the line. And Tigers, looks like there's going to be a lane violation here.
He's going to get another one here.
Geiger will get a... Now, does that go down as a missed free throw?
I'm not for sure how that actually works. I wouldn't see it. I don't think it would. Wow, 3 opportunities. You got to like to convert on one of those, I would think.
27-20.
Oh. Not on the same page there.
Yeah, and you know, when your scoring has been 6-4, 8 by quarter, and you're down by 7, you just can't afford to have those sort of turnovers.
Yep, you got to value the possession there, and I don't think the Tigers have done a great job doing that this game.
Knights being patient. They go in the nickel or Geiger, and we're going to call Geiger on the charge. Kind of wrapping around.
Yep. It's a good call by the ref there.
That is his third. I'm sure the JV coach wouldn't have liked that call.
Oh, yeah. Not sure he liked any call that goes against his team.
He was pretty vocal.
Yes.
McConnell. See, again, what's so impressive about Cole right now is he's not putting the ball on the floor.
Yep.
He's going straight up with it.
And our guards are doing a great job of keeping him in the lane and getting him the ball in the lane. And he doesn't need to put it on the ground. All he needs to do is put it up.
But so many young bigs instinctively want to put it on the ground.
Exactly. Another thing I would like to see Cole do is get his feet set whenever he does get the ball. He's kind of awkwardly putting it up. I think if he could get his feet set in the right spot, he could get it and one there. So
Cole makes 1 of 2, 27-21. It is a 2-possession basketball game right now. All right, did they call that on Cole?
Yep.
No, see, now that's really, that is really ticky-tack.
You got to let him play. Especially with a game like this.
Tigers cannot get the board. And a held ball call will favor Bluffton.
With 5 minutes to go, I think you got to go here, Scott.
Well, I'm just wondering whether Everett can go. Do you think he's? I would be curious to see what this lineup looks like with Cole and Everett out on the floor at the same time.
And I think when Everett really kind of tweaked his ankle was in the Southern Wells game, and he came back that game. So let's see what he can do here. I just hope. I wouldn't want him to go if it's too bad.
No, I mean we don't want him to hurt himself by being out there prematurely.
I think another lane violation here, and I'm not for sure about that one.
This is a 1-and-1 situation as Norwell is in the bonus. Five minutes left. Bluffton's down by 6. Nice job by Nicholson denying that entry pass.
And I'm watching Coach Pribble's reaction because me knowing being coached by him, he's always preaching fake high, go low. So I think they just went low there, no fake.
Good offensive board by Geiger.
You got to rebound that. He got his own board there, Scott.
Yeah, that's a big bucket.
Yes, I agree.
Zettis with the foul. Irwin to the line. And we'll get a Bluffton timeout. Tiger timeout. We'll take a timeout. Be right back.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us, each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
(29-21), Jonathan Irwin to the line. 4:31 left to go in the contest. Bluffton down by 8. Big miss.
Yes.
I tell you what, if I'm Norwell right now, I pound the air out of the basketball. I burn clock.
I agree.
Tigers down by 8, need a bucket here. Under 4 to go.
Nice
Coral.
attack. Nice attack.
Nicely done, Max Coral in double digits with 10.
And Coach Benedict is yelling for them to get up and get in them in a full court press here.
Timeout, Norwell. We'll go back to a break.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Boy, Marcus, I was just watching Everett kind of in the huddle, and I think that ankle's still a little sore. I don't know that we're gonna see him yet tonight.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of limping around.
He's kind of
there.
limping on it.
And this break would be good for him to kind of rehab his ankle, kind of get it some strength back into his ankle here.
Both teams now in the bonus. .333 to go, 6-point contest. This is Zetis Leidig in the corner. Nicholson at the elbow. Had it batted away, got it back a couple of times. Good work by Brandon Nicholson. 31-23. Bluffton can't afford to trade baskets. McConnell and Bumgardner go back and forth. Gavin King cross court. Irwin for 3. No. Jonathan still looking for his first points tonight.
Oh. And I'm not very sure the Tigers can win a game if he doesn't get on the board, Scott. I think he's one of their better players, definitely. I think he's the best shooter in their lineup, and I think he lives on shooting that 3 ball. And if he doesn't get on the board, I don't think the Tigers have a very good chance of winning the game.
30-second timeout called by the Knights. We'll be back.
Welcome to the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
(31-23). It's been a pretty low-scoring affair tonight. Tigers down by 8. Time running out. Norwell came in the game averaging 51 points a contest. Bluffton averaging the same. And we'll get a Bluffton foul. It's going to send Norwell to the line shooting bonus. Coral's 4th. Gagger to the line. He's 3 for 6. Converts here at a big time. 9th foul committed by Bluffton. Norwell will be shooting double bonus the rest of the way. And Geiger makes 2. And a 10-point deficit facing the Tigers. King for 3. It may be an away crowd, but Gavin's going to hear it.
Yes. And he wasn't very happy about it.
Geiger straight to the rim.
It's a bit too easy there, Scott. I think you got to cut him off.
Bluffton almost forced to shoot threes if they want to get back in this. And Geiger will get called on the push. It'll be Geiger's 4th. It'll send Max Coral to the line. Max leads the Tigers in scoring tonight with 10.
Nice shot.
Makes the front end. Lead back to 10. And again, if I'm Coach McBride, I force Bluffton to foul here.
Yes.
They're going to be shooting double bonus. Nice block by McConnell.
Oh, he's running the floor. You got to get him the ball. Ooh.
Well, Bluffton turnover over a 116, and Knights close to putting this game away. 1 minute. 1 minute to go. And Gavin King is going to foul Leidig. Gavin's second. Just not enough offense tonight, Marcus.
I agree. And I think the defense of the Norwell Knights has something to do with that. That's not being able to find offense.
Oh, absolutely. Again, we've talked about it. There's been some long stretches where the Knights defense just completely shut down Bluffton. Boy, another lane violation.
3 in one game. I think that's a record, wouldn't you say, Scott?
That is a record in my tenure, that's for sure. Coral for three, got it, Max Coral. Timeout Bluffton after the Coral three. We'll take a break.
At First Bank of Bern, we believe in the American dream of owning a home. Having a space you can call your own. In fact, we've helped people realize that dream for over 125 years. Whether you're looking to buy your first home, refinance an existing loan, or move into something a little bigger, we believe our lending experts have the local knowledge and experience to help make your dream a reality. Apply online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You know, Marcus, thinking about all these lane violations and thinking about Coach Leising, I know Coach Leising, one of the things he really worked hard with his teams on was getting rebounds, offensive rebounds off a missed free throw. Right? He's probably really freaked out to see all the lane violations.
I'm actually sure that he was thinking up rebounding plays in his head because we used to have rebounding plays. He would call out some random something, and it would be for someone to, go get a rebound. It was a really cool strategy that he used to do, but he was very big on rebounding off missed free throws, even offensive rebounding. He was very big on that, and like I said, he was one of the best coaches I've had, and he was very, very good basketball coach there. But yes, I'm sure he was drawing up rebound strategies in his head there, and was not happy about the lane violations.
Leidig with the free throw puts the Knights up by 10, misses the second. 30 seconds left, 10-point Norwell lead. And Bumgardner on the running layup, misses it. Eisenhut will commit the foul. 22 seconds left.
And I know Evan missed that kind of running layup there, but could have got that earlier in the game, kind of think. Offensively, I think he's a very talented guard, and I think if he can be more aggressive, then that gives the Tigers a better chance of, closing out games and, winning games.
Nicholson, 8 on the night, misses that front end. They'll get one more. Sinks the second. Baumgartner for 3, and nicely done by Evan. And that's something we haven't seen a lot of. Is Evan shooting the 3?
Yes.
Evan in the book.
That might be his first 3 of the season. I'm trying to think. Well, I have not been at every game. I can say that, but the games that I am at, I don't think I've seen him shoot or make a 3 this season. So hopefully that's a confidence booster for him.
We'll take a break.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
12 seconds left. It's an 8-point game. Norwell basketball. Double bonus situation for the Knights. Bluffton will foul with 8.5 seconds left. I think that's going to be Max's 5th. So Max will come out. McConnell will come back in. Leidig misses the first.
A lot of missed free throws by the Norwell Knights, but they've kind of got an extra opportunity with all these lane violations.
Yeah, they sure have.
Make up for those.
.40-31. A few ticks left. Baumgartner on the drive. And that's going to do it. Norwell will continue their recent streak against the Tigers. 40-31 is your final here tonight. We'll take a timeout, crunch some stats, be right back.
A new adventure awaits. Above the clouds, beneath the waves, among the rocks, powered by the light around us, each moment of time is precious. Go higher, deeper, further. Pursue your dreams. Powered by light. Any light never needs a battery. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers, North Main Street, Bluffton, where personal attention and trust become part of the memory.
I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Yep.
To the new Heidi Automotive Group. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility. Now you can shop for a new Chevrolet, Buick, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, or Chrysler at the same location right here in Bluffton, Indiana. We have a huge selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, vans, and crossovers. We focus on quality, and that is why we certify our pre-owned inventory so you get more warranty, free maintenance, and peace of mind. Don't worry about your credit. We have financing options for everyone. Heidi Automotive Group, a new look, but old-fashioned integrity.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
Get the $6.99 any deal at your local Pizza Hut on North Main Street in Bluffton.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. 40-31 is your final. The Norwell Knights come away with the W. They will improve to 4-3. The Tigers will drop to 2-5. And as we mentioned in the pregame show, it has been several years since the Tigers have knocked off the Knights, and Knights will add another year onto that streak. Here are your final offensive stats. First four of the Knights, the victorious Knights. Luke Zettis with 3, Quentin Purdy with 4, Brandon Nicholson with 5, Levi Lighting with 11, and leading the way for the Knights, Will Geiger with 13. He had 6 in the first, 1 in the second, did not score in the third, finished with 6 in the fourth. Lighting 2 in the first, 5 in the second, did not score in the third, and was 4 for 6 from the free throw line in the fourth. Again, finishes with 11. By quarter, Norwell 10 in the first, 11 in the second, 6 in the third, 13 in the fourth. They shot 11 for 18 from the line. For the Knights offensively, Evan Bumgardner a late 3 in the fourth with 3. Gavin King a 3 in the third for 3. Everett Johnson a couple of buckets in the fourth. He had 4. He did go out of the game. Looks like he tweaked an ankle early in the second half. Cole McConnell came off the bench in the second half, chipped in 6. And leading the way for the Knights tonight, Max Coral. It's 6 in the first, 2 in the third, 7 in the fourth, 15 overall. Max had 3 3-pointers tonight. Max Coral leading all scorers for the game with 15. Marcus, I think you've been keeping track of turnovers and rebounds. What do you get?
So for the Norwell Knights, turnover-wise, they had 20 to our 19, which I think kind of higher in the fourth quarter. They kind of got sloppy in the fourth quarter. And they out-rebounded us by 9 to 19 to 10. So
19 to 10, Interesting. Yeah, I don't know whether you keep track, but I wonder how many of those were on the offensive side.
I did not keep track of offensively, but I would say a lot of those of the 19.
I'm trying to remember how many offensive rebounds Bluffton had tonight, and there wasn't a lot of second and third chances.
I couldn't say there was many. No, I think we were pretty much one and done for the most part.
So again, I mean, if you look at this game, and again, if I would have thought Bluffton was going to hold Norwell to 40, I think this game would have been a barn burner. But really, Norwell opened it up in the second quarter, and while I think briefly the Tigers got it back within 6, they never got it any closer.
Yeah.
And you just never felt like Bluffton got some momentum behind them tonight.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think they were kind of sluggish to start. Max hit that first opening bucket, and I think we had 6 points in that half, in that quarter. It wasn't looking too good. And then
in the second quarter, we only had 4 points in that second quarter.
So, and like I said, when your best offensive players kind of struggle to get on the board or, can't, it kind of – slow scoring production down. And Norwell, you got to applaud them. They did a heck of a job defensively, and I think that was the biggest thing in stopping the Tigers from getting this win tonight.
So looking forward, Tigers will have Winchester on the 29th. Norwell will head into the Columbia City Huntington tournament. And I know our Norwell crew will be following those games in the tournament coverage. Coach coming up. No, you can go ahead and stay there, Marcus. Just pull that chair up for Coach.
I'm going to give him this one.
Okay. All right. Well, Coach, coming into this game, I thought if I was looking at the scorebook and we had given up 40 tonight, I would have been feeling pretty good about this evening. But
very much so. I just told our kids that. I was like, you did a tremendous job defensively. You did everything we tried to get you to do. We were trying to double down hard, obviously, on their two bigs. A couple of times we didn't want to give up baseline because the help was coming from the middle. But a couple of times they beat us on that. But most of the time it was just so much pressure we kept putting on ourselves to have to get stops because offensively we just didn't get much done. I thought early we got some decent shots that didn't go down, and then we just kept settling for threes, and they kept pushing us out on the floor farther and farther. Evan was the only guy that was really trying to get it into the lane. Max occasionally would try to get it into the lane. We just didn't have that pass to the next pass to get that great look. We just were very stagnant on the offensive end of the floor. We tried to run our wide offense. We tried to run our screening offense. We tried to run our passing offense. We tried to run a little bit of everything that kind of would just try to run a lot of different sets. Their switching just kind of really bothered us in terms of pushing us out onto the floor. We didn't have enough cutting throughout the lane to make guys have to really commit to have to help to then be able to get the ball in the position that you wanted to get it into. I thought in the second half when we had Cole in the game, Cole gave us an inside presence. We were able to throw it inside, get a couple looks in the paint area. He finished a couple, obviously, and played really well. He settled us down, and we were able to get baskets in the paint. And we started to try to maybe get some balance of that inside-outside. And, we just settled so much early for just perimeter shots, and then the turnover bug came back at us again. 6 minutes, with 4 minutes to go, you're still down 6. And it's like you're in pretty good shape here. Just, continue to battle through. I think the things that they did last weekend in terms of in investing in each other didn't allow them to sulk if they missed a shot or turned it over. Tonight it seemed like every single thing that went wrong, they just internalized it themselves, didn't rely on their teammates to help pick them up, didn't move on to the next play, and then they just kind of, lack for a better term, just felt sorry for themselves. And, you can't play in a competitive game and feel sorry for yourself. You've got to go on to the next play and do something that will make your team kind of get back to some energetic type play.
How's Everett?
Everett, you rolled it. He practiced sparingly throughout the course of the week. Again, he rolled it again. He's just a competitor. I mean, he just is. When he's not out there, it's just tough for us because he just gets so much done. Again, I just think it's just a roll. It's just a sprain, but at the same time, it's just when that happens, it just when it happens
again. So that's
again,
the same ankle from Southern Wells.
Yeah, same ankle from Southern Wells. And then we fought a lot of sickness this week. We had a lot of JV kids sick. We had a lot of varsity kids sick. We battled through that and had a pretty good week of practice kind of coming into it. It's just when you get game night, it's just obviously a little different. I thought Geiger was just a little quicker to the ball a lot of times, stronger finishes. They got to the free throw line a lot more than we got to the free throw line. Again, anytime that you can score with the clock stop, with nobody guarding you, it just gives you an easier possession than what you had before. We had three lane violations tonight that gave them extra possessions. I mean, you just can't, when you're trying to come from behind, you cannot give the other team any free possessions, and we did numerous amount of times tonight.
Yeah, boy, you look, we didn't shoot our first free throw until the third quarter. Only 2 free throws through 3 quarters of play, Coach.
Right, and that was a mistake. I mean, their kid just got kind of tangled up with JJ, and he kind of fell. I believe it was JJ the one that had the 2 free throws, or was it Cole?
Cole.
Yeah, Cole. Well, that's once we finally started getting the ball inside. In the first half, I mean, I think our first 8 shots were from behind the three-point line. I mean, it was just like, you've got to attack the basket. I thought a couple of those were fairly decent looks, but again, when you're relying constantly on shooting the basketball from 20, 23 feet, you got to be pretty consistent in order to keep the game at bay, and you got to be able to get stops on the other end of the floor, which we were doing. We just couldn't capitalize on the offensive end. Once you get to that 8-10 point mark, it just seems to play with high school kids' minds. If it's a 6-point game, if it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, the difference between 8 and 6 seems so different.
No, it does. It does, and the kids just don't. I mean, you just got to kind of stay with it. It's just one possession at a time. Once it kind of gets into that 8-10 point range, they're looking for a special shot that gets you 6 points or 8 points or whatever they're hitting. Man, it's either going to be a 2 or it's going to be a 3 or it's going to be a free throw. I mean, that's how it's always been played. You just got to settle in, and you got to play one possession at a time. You got to start thinking score, stop, score, or stop, score, stop, whatever, to kind of get yourself back in that groove of what's good for your team.
On the flip side, Cole really impressed me with a couple of times where he touched the ball, went straight up with the basket. Mm-hmm. One time he went straight up, got his own rebound, went straight up again. I thought he had a couple of nice defensive looks against some pretty big kids.
Yeah, Cole did a really good job tonight. I was really pleased with the way he performed. I thought he's getting better and better every day in practice. He's just getting more and more confident when he catches it and doing the right thing with it, going right to the basket, not thinking about it. Last year, I was on him a lot last year because he kept, every time he would do something, he'd be looking at me like, is that okay? Is that okay? It's like some point in time you're going to have to just play and react to what's going on. You can't look over and have me tell you it's okay every time. You just got to play through it. And he's doing a much, much better job of that. Tonight I thought he did a really good job of catching it deep in the post, going right to his left shoulder into that little jump hook. He's finished a couple strong, got to the free throw line a couple times, got his own offensive rebound a couple of times. So he gave us some really, really good minutes.
I think he had a nice little jumper, like sub 10-foot jumper down.
Yes. Evan did a great job all night long of penetrating and finding guys. We just didn't really make any jump. Other than Max, we really didn't even make any perimeter jumpers for a long point in time. It just kept putting pressure on Evan to have to get by his guy. Our stagnant movement just made him handle the basketball way too much to where he had to try to create every time he had the basketball. And Evan is really, really good and has been really good the last two games for us in creating stuff for other guys. It's just difficult when you have to bring it to the entire length of the floor against pressure and also break your guy down off the dribble to get it into the lane to create something for somebody else. You got to be able to knock that shot down or get it to the next guy in order for him to get a better look at it. And, tonight we just didn't shoot the basketball very well.
Yeah, Jonathan doesn't get in the book tonight, and I know you need Jonathan out there as a scoring option.
Oh, very much so. He's a guy, when he's knocking down shots, all that penetration that Evan's doing, it really makes us look really good. And when those shots don't go down, we got to find another way to score. Max for a long time was our only guy that was kind of a consistent scorer in the first half, and then we got a little bit with Cole in the second half. We just got to find multiple guys that can kind of get things going for us. The last two games, obviously, we've got we had three guys in double figures, I believe, at Southern Wells. Jonathan and Max were really good at Garrett. Both those guys had big nights. Max shot the ball so well last weekend. I don't think he missed a two-point shot last weekend. I think he was 7 for 7 in both games from the two-point range. He was 2 for 4 against Southern Wells from the three, and then he missed, I think, his two threes against Garrett. But, he shot the ball really, really well, and Evan did a tremendous job of finding him. Our guys did a nice job of passing the basketball. But, again, we got to find that third scorer. We got to find that third guy that's going to be able to contribute night in and night out and understand where his looks are coming from and where he can get those looks. We need to get Riley going. Riley's got to be an aggressive guy for us that can score inside and outside. He's a very unselfish passer, but at times he needs to look to score, and he needs to look to be active and attacking the basket to where he can get to the free throw line and maybe be that third scorer for us.
Well, Coach, thanks as always. We'll see you out at Winchester.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, let's get Coach McBride up here. Yeah, there he is.
Right away.
Thanks, Coach, for stopping up. You get us tonight. We sent the other guys off to the girls' game.
Yeah.
What is this with scheduling boys and girls' games all on the same night?
Hey, I don't know. I didn't do it, but they told us we're playing here tonight, so we came. So, but thanks for having us, and what a hard-fought game.
Yeah, no kidding. 40-31. Coming into this game, did you expect scoring levels like this tonight?
Well, I don't know. I think both teams are pretty good defensively. Bluffton's just so well coached. I have just nothing but great respect for Coach Benedict and what he has been able to do through his career and what he's going to continue to do here while he's here. And I felt like, defensively we've been fairly solid this year. Biggest issue for us has just been our ability to make free throws, and I feel like if we would have been a little better on the free throw line, we would have been able to stretch our lead a little bit. And then, I think anytime you just don't know in this game because it's a rivalry game and you're going to get the best out of everybody on both sides. And we got a lot of inexperience. Geiger and Zetas are really the only two that played a lot of minutes last year. Nicholson didn't play a ton of minutes. Leidig was out he had an ACL tear last year. Torson's a sophomore. Purdy's a sophomore. Henshin plays a little bit. When we lost Wilson to the broken wrist, that changed our complexion a little bit. So we're we're still working through some things there. But I thought defensively we were really good tonight. I thought Leidig set the tone for us defensively. I also thought he played very well offensively tonight. He had 11 points.
Yeah, there was a stretch. I don't know how long it went, but I don't think you guys even allowed Bluffton to put up a shot.
No.
It must have been about a 3 or 4 minute stretch, it seemed like.
I thought we were really good. We were really good on ball defense, and then we were good in the passing lanes, and then our rotations were good. And I mean, and Irwin's a great shooter, and to hold him to 0 points, I thought was just a real testament to our guys and being aware. So I thought defensively we were really, really good tonight. I'd like to see us be a little more efficient offensively. I felt like offensively we were too impatient a lot of times, where we were trying to score after 1 or 2 passes when we needed to reverse the basketball. When we had possessions where we reversed the basketball 2 or 3 times, then we were able to get Nicholson and Geiger a pretty good look. And we just didn't do that enough consistently, and that's something we got to get better at.
Yeah, there was a couple possessions, Coach, that you really worked the basketball, and I think you might have burned off 40, 45 seconds off the clock. And I'm thinking to myself, boy, if you can do this every possession, this game really shortens up, and you don't give them a whole lot of chances to get back in it.
Yeah, and sometimes it's just and I thought they played really well on the defensive side of the ball, so therefore you got to be a little more patient to get a good shot when teams are playing good defense. So, I felt like, we were in a good situation. We just have to make the free throws.
Right.
We just missed those. We missed like 3 straight front ends one-on-ones, and that's basically 6 points right there. So now it's a double figure. You're up 12 points instead of 6.
And on top of that, I think you got 3 free ones on lane violations. Right?
I know. I haven't seen that, and so that was. And we still couldn't make them. That's just something we got to get better at. It's been something that's been troubling us a little bit, and hopefully we can improve it and get it better.
So you got the tournament coming up. I mean, how important is that tournament, and what are you trying to accomplish, throughout that tournament process?
Well, I mean, Hamilton Southeastern's number 2 in 4A. I mean, that's who we got next week, and boy, that's going to be a real test out of the gate. And then Cecina is very good as well from Indianapolis. We're going to get great competition, number 1, which is important for us. I mean, there's no way when we go into sectional that we're going to be able to say we're not ready because we haven't played people. I mean, now with Marion in our sectional, we got to be able to play people that are at the level of where Marion is. And I think that we're certainly going to be able to say that when we go through this tournament. We're going to find out a lot about our guys as far as their ability to mentally be tough enough to play through 4 games in 2 days. It's going to be a tremendous challenge for us. It's going to be a great opportunity. I mean, not too often you get a chance to say you're going to play the number 2A team in 4A.
Absolutely.
I mean, and Coach Satterfield is a friend of mine, and he does a great job there at Hamilton Southeastern. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the opportunity. We know it's going to be a great challenge, but it's going to tell us a lot about our team, and we're excited to learn a little bit more. Do
you think as a coach it's important to kind of have that tournament play mid-season to kind of prep you for sectionals coming down the road?
Yeah, I think so, and I think the competition level is so important as well. I mean, who you're playing, you play people that are really, really good teams, and that's going to get you prepared for the tournament as well. So I think the tournament atmosphere, the competition level in the tournament, that is such a key. I like the fact that our kids are going to be really challenged as far as having to play the 4 games in 2 days. It's a great challenge.
Well, Coach, your fans packed the house tonight. It was kind of hard to tell who was the home and away crowd. And it's always a fun game.
It's always a good game. It's always a fun crowd, and we thank you guys for doing what you guys do, and we appreciate all that.
All right, thanks for stopping out.
Thanks
appreciate
a lot.
it.
Take care. You guys have a great Christmas.
Thank you. You too.
Yep.
All right, Marcus, we're going to thank Coach Benedict and Coach McBride for stopping up and talking to us. We got a couple things we got to clean up before we get on out of here. That is our WellsCountyVoice.com players of the game. Let's start out with the victorious Norwell Knights. Will Geiger, 13 points. Levi Leidig, 11. From your perspective, kind of who was the Norwell go-to guy tonight?
I would have to go with Geiger. I think he was their best performer tonight. I think they kind of played within him, and he kind of stepped up to the plate and did his thing. So
yeah, I got to agree. I felt like he was kind of the emotional leader tonight. I felt like he was really the guy who created the energy for this Knights team. We talked a little bit during the game about who is that guy for Bluffton, and when you look out on the floor, that guy for Norwell is Will Geiger.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Right, and I think he's the kind of guy that the Tigers are kind of searching for. and especially if Everett is going to continue to kind of deal with that ankle tweak, someone else really needs to step to the floor tonight or going forward and kind of fill that void.
I agree.
On the Bluffton side, I want to give it to Cole tonight because I thought he came off the bench and really gave the Tigers an extra push tonight. But when you look down and you see Max Coral tonight with 15, leading everybody, 3 3-pointers, it's pretty tough not to give it to Max tonight. But 31 points, it's going to be tough to beat a lot of teams
I agree.
with 31. And as Coach talked about, they've got to find somebody else right now as another scoring option. Jonathan not getting in the book.
Yeah, that hurts him a lot. So.
Riley not getting in the book at all tonight. Those guys have got to be part of this offense. And we'll see. We'll see what the Knights bring against Winchester. Hopefully Everett gets healthy. Marcus, Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you. You as well.
Thank you.
Yep.
And
it's been fun this far and excited to keep going forward. So.
And Dalton back there. We appreciate Dalton being on camera tonight. Norwell Knights 40-31 victory. Any final thoughts tonight?
What a great game. This is always a fun time. A couple days before Christmas, intensity's high, but competition is even higher, and we appreciate it. And Merry Christmas to all that's listening.
Well said. 40-31 is your final. We're going to get on out of here. Thanks for joining us, and Merry Christmas.